with studio guest Angola Valley. We go can talk about the reports with them poll outside entitled Party Yagba, how toxic politics contributes to stress and hypertension in Sierra Leone. Well, for sake of that, I want to welcome and again. Good morning, welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning.
The Institute for Governance Reform, now one of the civil society organization, them way for long term now, done the work on different things and at the country we get for do with good governance, democracy, and service institution, then they do different things them, also they can do research, pull reports on different things them, we get for do with national development. Well, for sake of the survey and research where this institution can do, and for that make we get Angola Valley, we go can talk about the new reports with them poll we get for do with Party Yagba, how toxic politics contributes to stress and hypertension at the country. Well, before we talk about this report, we on a poll. Let's talk first. Waiting on the happen na IGR since the last time we left na the studio.
Well, we'll be done there will be the work, and one of the work then we will be done they do now they can publish it. The last, I'm not to say it I left. I think it was just a month ago. Now I'll be left, and so we'll be done they follow the political situation very closely. So when I be say like one of the things that we've been do, we not be witness to the tripartite. They may invite you at the panel, and we go share with views about how we see waiting for being placed for Sierra Leone get in democracy strong, especially electoral democracy, and that's important because if elections become transparent, if elections become accountable within our government, you could do well because you don't need for cheats, you don't need for rogue, because that election where you go meet the people and go assess whether you work or not. So all of this thing we talk about electoral reforms where APC been take the case say and they take the case in court with they go form a tripartite committee for look at them. We see and say it's a big opportunity for Les Salon actually look back not only at 2023, 2028, but look back at the past for letting see how they go able to solve the problems. And we know say after TRC report, the TRC report in 2004 we've been come out, we've been saying, the report we say, look back, what happened, we make Salon get war for 11 years, and let's see what thing go make for it not happen again. So we'll be done implement some of their recommendations, some of them will not implement it again. So this tripartite committee an opportunity for us to look back, building on what happened in the TRC, for us to see how elections and political processes go be more inclusive, more transparent, more accountable, and the will of the people now go prevail.
Una institution for long term now don dey monitor election in the country, and una be the part of the committee be talk to una the tripartite committee. Do you name process then they do una discussion and all? How una been see the committee in work?
I think say a good. So waiting being not been just look when they say tripartite, then just make SLPP, APC, and international community. So there was a need for it actually become multilateral. So where you get boku other interest groups that will come at play, and because the interest of Sierra Leone is not just SLPP and APC, you get other don't toxic for me.
Okay.
Yes.
So how una come about for say between 2018 and 2020 cardiovascular disease now be the number one killer of Salon people?
Not to data. This na health researchers now then say that we just in fact now that make it interesting for all if we investigate, because if that one day they show say hypertension related cases they're really high, and it shows say back when you look at if you look funding for for hypertension, if you look at the policy attention where hypertension gets, and we look at the deaths where they happen, and we look at the thing that we they cause them with lifestyle, and of course this research do an analysis on how politics back they contribute to them. I think say it make this all more important. If I follow say in terms of the data, we talk to 1,000 people, and the SAI will talk to them na Freetown, na Bo, na Kenema, na Makeni, and Port Loko, the 5 cities. Why we choose them 5 cities then? We choose them 5 cities then because we want for know whether people they understand, but they tripartite. And on this side and the other side, people are more exposed to the information. Now then we actually sample. I could say we oversample them for let we understand that one day.
And Mr. Navalny, these things we don't talk about, saying I don't want to talk to people. During this, on a time, on be doing a survey. Waiting to be the common thing where they among people on a talk. So we say this now don't bring come the out politics toxic, and now this don't the ambog we well body business.
Okay, you have beaucoup things that we've been common. In fact, some then they we one thing we've been common na stress level. So they might not be supporting the same party, but they have the same stress. The stress with politics they give them. So for let you get a situation where say 60% of young people and where they below, where they 18 to 25 will talk to them. 60% of them they talk say politics don't toxic for them. In fact, you get now Freetown more 73% of Freetown, the entire Freetown, because now Freetown more they get the information about politics every day, and I really encourage 98.1. We get for change the conversation small, not focus on things when are people in welfare rather than just political conversation. So now they cost this. If then people are saying that they give the bill of for them, you know, the healthcare bill now, it's quite a lot. The reports get for sure how many people in talk say when they feel stressed. Now medicine they go take. Some people in talk say where they feel stressed, about 4% they talk say they go take drugs. You get another interesting findings who say this thing they call them politically induced stress. You know, people when they between 35 to 50, you know, middle age, young people, you know, professionals. Now the more they say they get politically induced stress. In fact, now the economically active population than they. So we get 66% of them. That almost we talk to 10 of them, almost 7 of them, then get that one day. So you see say it's this data are worrying. It really worrying because we ask the question whether if you lost election, how you will feel. If I see how people answer that question. You have 40% of young people they talk say if me lost election, me life they go bad. In fact, you get 51% who they talk say if me lost election, my region they go bad. The one that we then can say if me lost election, my region they go bad. You overall now 52%. So over 50% of Sierra Leoneans they believe say if they lost election, the region they go bad. So Mina Northern and Mina Timni. If I lost election, the North they go bad. Mina Mende, Mina Southern, if I lost election, my region they go bad. You know why this is important, you know? We don't be in a situation where say the thing where people and they inherit na their regions then they na badat. So if you grow up na Bo, you grow up na Kenima, there's a tendency for let them tell you say, no, that one then they na the North, they not like you. If you grow up na the North, there's a tendency for let them tell you say, no, them men they not like you. So people that we know sabi before you, no one they sabi them, you they grow up for hate them instead of you love them. Unfortunately, now then they would put inside election, would they put inside politics. So you they get parents then where they need to hand over bank account to you, they need to hand over wealth, all within they hand over to you as your asset, now hate. So now all of this they play out where they make elections and politics toxic.
So waiting the report talk about where you because inside the report we not talk about how the hypertension results be there 6 months before election and 6 months after election. So waiting the report show for sake of that.
Yes, so thank you very much. So the hypertension data there, this hypertension results, not so we collect them. This now waiting the Ministry of Health don't collect from all hospitals. Then get them the platform what they call DHIS2. So that data available. So we say we look at hypertension cases and the one that within the report for screening 6 months before election. 6 months before election in January, then screen 10,899 people for hypertension in January. By May, they screen 11,168 people. In fact, by June, now hypertension case really go up. In fact, by June, it don't shoot up to 12,000. You know, so between May and June, now the campaign period and the now high tense period, and not so just politics, the economic situation back when they it be really tense. In fact, by July, it don't reach now 13,000. So throughout the year, just in January it was 10,000. By June, it don't go to 12,400. By July, it don't go to 13,000. By August, it don't go to 14,000. So the hypertension cases be they go up. Whilst we they per politics, we they just talk about hate. Somebody they go being, you know, they sleep better. Somebody they go on social media, they just engage on social media, and you know, in high voltage conversation about politics. So you see, say right through the year, from June now after election, hypertension cases where they scream, they way below the pre-election phase. So we know they attribute all of this to politics because the economic situation been there. But what you say in will report the toxic situation of the politics. A lot of people in talk say the political situation. 60% of we respondents say the political situation they make are the stress. So it's contributed on top of that the economic situation. The political situation they make, you know, they even meet your economic ends then. You know, they go out, sometimes somebody will for meet for like help you into don't get strained relationship because of in political views. You know, including a rift within families.
So, Mr. Lavalila will look out how una go work for CC una address the gap of political tension as salon.
Then I will all get for Doam. And so but if I for before we actually talk about doing it, if I for let you know what they actually cause them. So clearly we don't see say the rhetoric than at the TV politician they talk, and then temperament it actually create tension. And that tension, we get a lot of research with us shows say political tension, of course, well, this more in America, it will lead to stress, and it will lead to depression, it will lead to hypertension. And we don't talk say back, this is important because we get a lot of cardiovascular disease with the cause death. So like 43%, then one of the highest killers. And we talk about malaria, of course malaria is important, we talk about HIV, but we will not really get much focus yet on that one day. So when you watch the last 1 year, you watch the protests will be the happen. In fact, you see say since the change of government in 2018, tension be don't rise inside salons, starting with waiting, then you know, the removal of APC MPs in the parliament, the you know, tension over the census, all of that tension be don't build up. The protest August 10, we see November 26 last year, the coup and the number of people that would then die. It's only since the war end, now only after in the last 4 years where you actually see over 20. You know, you see a lot of officers in uniform they actually killed by protest. So you should see this situation. It really tense. For no say back the tension already happened, then it only happened now 3 of the cities that will survey na Kenima, na Freetown, McKinney and Port Loko. They know they happen na Bo and Kenima when are opposition ruling party control areas. So but one of the things that clearly we know why that they happen, and that it just show how the rhetoric, the temperament of the politicians it actually make them supporters and the heat to them. And we see say since the rebel war end, than 22 years ago, the political parties are not changed themselves yet for let them really embrace everybody. So in one of the papers we published in the last 6 elections, so now only 1996, 2007, 2002, where SLPP pulled Tijan Kaba from the north. But all of other SLPP supporters, Solomon Berra, Madabio, Julius Madabio, President Madabio, they all come up from the south, for example.
Okay.
We look APC, all of them leaders, they come on at the north. From Eddie Toure, Komo Makeni, President Kuruma, Komo Makeni, Samora Kamara, Komo Makeni, Hadenkola, Komo Bombali, Carine, because Carine and they separate them from Bombali at the time. And then they separate Bombali and they split, then the amalgamate them from Carine. So you see, say, there is this belief now for say, we come on at this region, this is your party. So we ask some people then, you can free for talk, but politics na you area. Some people then say no, are tight for talk about politics. That if you get a belief, we're different. It's no democracy. You don't get that. You don't get that right. You're afraid for sharing. So that's one of the things. And the interesting thing we'll find out, and for people and we, if I repeat this data, we this data on the Ministry of Health, then the hypertension related cases, then the screening that we then do, we move from 11,168 to 12,000 in between May and June. Just from May and June to 12,444. It's so telling. And hypertension cases where they report now, all hospitals, they increase right through the year.
Okay.
So itself. So that's one finding. Another key findings now, we ask people and say, what you don't notice but you health from when election on pass. The one way people report, 51% of them they say not stress. 9 more. Some people you get 40% they talk say they get headache and the body they heart. Some people they talk say they get fatigue, like that means they get tired body. And you get 24% they say they take medicine too much, they go for hospital frequently. And something in the way we can happen to we will not know in our lifestyle. Some people they talk say it get difficulty for concentrate and focus. Then we say waiting on change by your behavior. Waiting don't change by behavior as a result of the rise in political tension. You get 60% will be don't talk say, then get they feel stressed.
Okay.
Then they say now waiting don't change your behavior. You get almost 40% they talk say me they vex quick and they frustrate quick, and you get a lot of Sierra Leonean them right now. Quick we vex. Some people they talk say, we still get that trauma of war, we will not heal better. Because when something happen, it's really something we not really sit down. Unfortunately, politics not they make we actually sit down for discuss what's wrong with we and how do we address it. But politics they always make it they blame other person. Say no, this problem I will get. Now when SLPP in the power, now I make with this so. Or no, this problem I get now when APC. So we not actually look inwards, say what's not the problem. So then behavior changes there where they report notice as a result of political tension. Some people in talk say 23% they say right now they think too much about politics.
Okay.
We ask them say before 2000 and 2023 and now how your behavior on day. Say they think too much about politics. In fact, 20% say they spend more time now on social media. Not to 20% they spend on 20% they spend on they say they spend time on social media. Now 20% we then say that they spend more time. That means say the one way they spend more time on social media they boku. But now the one more they say me politics now they make and they spend more time. And some people they say they go watch TikTok, sometimes they go relieve me stress. And so then some people they talk say they go into many political argument now with others, like first and
okay, Mr. Lavali, you can continue for talk about the key findings. Then now we go for break inside the program.
Studio guest and it don't talk about the different thing on the cause tension, political tension at the country. So whom they for make salon as the government right now and other people and they try for review the constitutional review process. Whom they follow we go back like how South Africa they do so where the ruling party able for secure the votes, but at the end of the day the president don't say they able for work with the opposition for say they able for bring developments in the country. Any room they for less alone turn back to South Africa like as we review constitution now?
No room there for do everything. So the thing we not the change that the people then. But the thing we they always change that the people and we talk say no, this law with the changer. So now we the political actors and then I make the recommendations where they come out from the tripartite will get for test the sincerity of the actors then we then make the recommendations. Through the recommendations within the carry it. Because the recommendations then some of them we feel say if for actually go inside for change the nature and the character of political parties. Because what you know happen at political parties and non stamp Sierra Leone within character the whole day. So if you did like right now, you they see some people in the SLPP government, they know they perform in the ministries. You know you pull them because it creates because it will create I don't call them problems within the party. You they see people in the APC where they talk to me, I want to be leader. Then people here, then when you watch back, what thing happen? Something they don't do bad, some they involved in corruption in the past. They see remorse, but they talk say, no, now they want they get for can lead. You see somebody being way they na APC, then somebody want where it support it and a leader. Ask can be, say that leader they way they support, you go get your money for like keep, you go say no. So even though people are not can trust them, then leader them, but they can want for let them lead. All of that they are because of politics. So the survey find out say we ask question, and this question very important. We ask a question, say the political tension now within the country and the economic situation, the hardship. Which one, if government for solve one, which one first it go solve? I go ask you. Which one first it go solve? The people then say 50%. They say that the economic situation now more important. Let them solve them first. You get 34%. They talk say let them solve all too.
Okay.
So you get another 16%. They talk say the political situation. Let them address them. So the economic situation 50%. The political situation they say 16%. 34% say let them solve all too. So, but as a matter of fact, you see this 16%. It they make where you watch who spread this, will decide not for really spread them by region, by cities, because I know a lot of people say na so McKinney they feel, na so Bo they feel, because quick will they label them back. So, but clearly these are issues where they survey, they find out how people in they think. We I can they watch too often. We I can count 98.1. Or we go to other media. Some people then they just by your name, they begin curse you. They begin tell you something. You can scroll where they watch on then Facebook the messages you see. They talk a lot of things and we they curse you. You know what this report make? This report puts me to a level now. I they forgive them people and they because you really know say it's a disease because politics don't become so toxic. And me the big every Sierra Leonean. Anybody where they curse you for politics, forgive them. It's na party agba you get. It's a politically induced disease. Because if you follow them, you say go get hypertension. So we want to let the Ministry of Education actually put this in a civic education. Because the political structure it generates hate. It generates division. It makes some people not get along. So what we really need na a system where they make let people know say if I lost election, it don't mean say my life done bad. If I lost election, it don't mean say my region don't go bad. And what would they recommend? What you want to see in the recommendations where they come out? Now how clearly the committee don't reflect on that here because it's not just about 2023 election. All election we don't they get problem. All election we don't they get problem. 2007, 477 polling stations. 90% of those polling stations were cancelled from Selonobera area. It still talks say, congratulations, let's move on. Not to 2000. In fact, if anything and they will happen in 2007, if 10% of them happen in 2023, Salon for them be inflamed. So not to 2023 no more get problems.
Okay.
So in fact, we then even encourage APC supporters not hold on to grudges too much for 2023 because there have been problems with other elections. So waiting now they go put you to it go only promote your party agba. We go make you get more stress. It will make you even your life and livelihood get problems.
Before we look at the message where people don't send at the program, quick look at the recommendation that we did inside this report.
They recommend Bokutin. Well, three things then really drive this recommendation. So I only hope say we can actually now this report will not go far for law actually calculate to bill we health bill we forgive political parties. Because right now after this tripartite 19 and they will for tell them say now this really now so number of times I don't go to hospital because we ask people them say where they getting stressed then because of politics, how they relieve them. Some people they talk say they engage social media for 3%. Some people they talk say then they smoke more, they make them they smoke more. Some people they say me I they go to club, now dance, I they go dance. Some people they drink more, and some people they talk say they take drugs. About 4% they take drugs, and 31% say they take medicine. We don't know between drug and medicine. We don't know which they mean by drug and medicine. So in terms of recommendations, so the first one we talk about now the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health, because somebody with they just turn up na hospital, they screen them. So conventionally, if, you know, for a context suicide, people like facing a bacteria, na germs, na they cause diseases. So we don't find out say now really politics back they actually add and cause to it cause disease and they add to or they aggravate them. So we recommend say let them actually consider then screening where they happen to patient and so take even ask them whether they're on social media all the time. Some for hypertension related cases, and we go ask them whether you know somebody they make blabber too much about politics, because then findings they show data points them where they show how people and behaviors they be because of political attitudes. So the other one we direct a recommendation to the Ministry of Civic Education, Ministry of Information and Civic Education, you know, for developing rollout messages on misconception, because we believe say if you actually correct perception about politics, it will make people their health better. So now the Ministry of Information and Civic Education really address down the two. So the Ministry of Health really back. I mean, we need for see how they increase budget attention to the situation there.
Yeah.
And me want let every Sierra Leonean actually forgive incumbent, because party about the show say possibly they attack you for political party, that person they really sick. So I think you can actually help the country health if you actually talk to me, that person I don't forgive them because that person they sick. And indeed, me from now on, anybody will cost me a kind of radio, somebody they cost me because of politics, I know they vex again because that person they is sick. And the last recommendation now for let political parties, they know say the current structure we then get it actually generates hate and division, and that hate and division it is costly for people in healthcare. So political parties then and the National Commission for Peace and National Cohesion really careful make sure it definitely take their material on the civic education as well.
Okay, now let's look at messages. They take this one from a Facebook page where it say, Mr. Lavalley, you are correct in a particular area. Election corruption not today, it has been in existence for a long period of time, so it's very difficult to cut it off instantly.
This one from David Alfonso say this means we are not growing as a people as well as a nation. In elections, there must be a winner and a loser. What makes an individual a true leader is to accept the results and be able to control supporters in the midst of win or defeat. Tolerance and love is what we need here.
We the citizens have left in doubt because we don't know the outcome of the tripartite. This is a clear example for we the grassroots that we should not fight for politicians.
This one says Sierra Leone politics have become more than toxic because these desperate politicians have made politics do or die for we the grassroots while their family are living luxurious life abroad.
And Ulavali, the economic stress, family stress, love relationship stress, and food consumption are the major factor to rates of hypertension in Sierra Leone than politics.
This one's a from 077-981-981 line say political tension in Mama Salon is based on lack of trust in some higher institution in the country.
This one from Patrick Musa Momodu on our Facebook page. They say Sierra Leone politics have become more than toxic because these desperate politicians have made politics do or die for we the grassroots while their families are living in luxurious life abroad.
This one say politics have divided us by names and tribes. Very sad for our nation.
Well, you know, that's not the one that we make.
When the final one now is 0779, they say, Mr. Lavalin, thank you for the research. You are saying the facts. Politics come with stress, directly or indirectly. This one they come up from Alfred Amara. This one they come up from Amara. Now is 077-981-9819. When are some of the messages, and that's where they will all read. Mr. Lavalin go respond to the messages then.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the messages. I think great messages. I go home in on the one where they say economic stress, love stress, now the more they cause stress. Of course, yes, if you get relationship disappointment where I know say a lot of young boy and young girl and they get, it can cause stress as well. But so that one day now you personal. That day now between you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. That now you personal. This research actually look at the stress way politicians that they generate, and then politicians they rule not to for generate stress, they rule now for solve problems, now for make sure say your economic situation fine. That person they right way talk say economic stress high, economic stress like how this reports find out is really high, but wait till find out back now waiting politics they add to them. So now the addition of politics to them. So that one, somebody say don't fight for politicians. Of course, I continue for record that message there, and the card they continue for say me. Anybody cost me now for politics, I they forgive them because I can say it's sick, now a disease. And finally, Australians they all know say now a new disease this toxic politics. Party Agba.
Okay, Mr. Lavalin, as we round up the program now, waiting will be your message to Sierra Leone and them out there for in and out, because as the report don't show clearly how hypertension the IN, waiting are some of the reasons they really cause this hypertension, as plenty people they wait now for see the outcome of the tripartite committee, the reports where they go poll.
So I want to let you know say I want to let Salon people know say no election are perfect. Throughout time, inside America, no election or perfect. In fact, one of the strongest thing about leadership, now where they watch the imperfection, say they say me the cost of denial, it pass all of this. Then you try for let you see how you go accept that situation. So I they just tell Sierra Leone people, and I think that's what we for understand now the fundamental thing that they no election or perfect. And let somebody in desire for maintain power or in desire for putting self in power not put stress on your own well health and well-being in a way where you're not going to manage. Sometimes you're not a young person, you go die, you left, you picking them. Or so one of the best ways for overcome with economic difficulties now we will address with political stress.
Okay.
Because that means we can come together, Bo and McKinney will come together and ask President Bio questions about the things where they jointly affect them.
Okay, well, plenty thank you to Andrew Lavalin, we are the Executive Director of the Institute for Governance Reform IGR. We be there so today for talk about reports with them pull now doing a party about toxic politics, stress and hypertension as saloon. Plenty thank you for joining the program today.